breakfast spot. I think it's famous.
Another broke egg.
Yeah, it's like a famous block, and it's like packed with cars. I don't know, but it looked like Boys in the Hood out
What?
there. Like
What's the place Sam be going to?
it's like a I think it's like a late night breakfast spot, but it was kind of closed when I was there. But it's like everybody goes there to turn up and shit. It looked mad hood though.
It's not Waffle House, is it?
No, it wasn't Wawa. It was like a breakfast spot, and everybody used to go there. And then the kids I was with was like, "Yeah, everybody be going here," but it was shut
I
down
know
though.
which one it is. I just can't think of. I just can't think of the name. I think I know them.
But
What's the?
I'm trying. I wish I could remember what the name was. But anyway, yo, people peeling off in cars, like kids, everybody. I mean, I'm being real here. Everybody strapped. I was like, yo, what is this? It's like,
Hey,
how'd you survive this shit? Like, how do you survive in Memphis, yo? Like,
man, how I survive in Memphis is by staying at home.
that's cool.
Don't go. Just either go if you're not going to A, B, C, or D, and you out of balance. If you go to E, places that's not in your normal routine, you out of balance. Unless it's a reason for you to be at that place, unless you book, pay, like I'm not there. Like you won't see me. Like it's just you won't see me. You gotta stay out the way. Like I remember when I was first growing up, that's not what I was doing. I was in the way and like shit, I was at every party and I'm gonna tell you something about Memphis parties. Every party, when they post the flyers, they don't even have a time to where the party ends. It's just say 8 with a dash because they know that the party's gonna either end with a fight or gunshots. Every party. It's like
What?
how it's like for certain, like if you go, bro, I swear to God, I used to pray before I went in parties because I used to have to perform when I was before I blew up, I was still
What?
getting booked for parties for like $500 to perform, and that was a lot when I'm 15. You know what I'm saying? I broke bread with whoever came with me, so I took like 200 out of it, broke bread with everybody else. Man, but I ain't gonna lie, I was the only nigga nobody ever knew, but I prayed going into every party because I just knew it wasn't ending with, you know what I'm saying, with hugs. It's ending with gunshots. You know what I'm saying?
But I had to experience that to understand your music, like where the energy comes from, why your music is what it is, and it's kind of like fucked up that people that's looking outside in, they can have the ignorant version of why you rap like that, but you got to go there and understand why
Yeah,
your music
yeah.
comes out like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
When you come from Memphis, you for sure like you will know. You will know exactly why. Like you will know. And a lot of people don't. What's funny is a lot of people don't know how dangerous Memphis is until you tell them. Like a lot of people really don't. They'll say like, "Oh yeah, I like it. It seems chill. Like nothing happens out here." But like people be in the suburbs boosting the rate up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. Like it's just crazy. So you know what I'm saying I just be on point with it every time, every moment. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
I fuck with that jumping record, man, and Me versus Me. That EP is the Usual Suspects going to be on there, or is this? You always have a surprise on all the projects you come out with. Like somebody you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, how did he combine with
Yeah.
this guy? Is it, or you're just keeping that for the main album?
It's like I'm trying to. Right now, I don't have my final track list because it's a few artists I'm still trying to get apart. But besides from Polo, the Polo feature that I got that with Jumping, I got a feature from Lil Durk that I'm very, you know what I'm saying, excited about, and that I'm ready to just put it out because I feel like Dirk, me and him is long overdue. He was one of the first guys to embrace me when I came into the industry. Like I was the first time I ever went on a stage with somebody was Lil Durk and King Von. You know what I'm saying? Lil Durk and Von,
Wow.
they on the stage and I was, turning up with them. And that was the first show like I ever went to. It was in Newark, New Jersey. It was like near New Jersey, and I never forgot about that. And he always embraced me since then. So I'm just happy to finally get a hit with him. I just know like he's gonna go.
Damn, you and him together. That's like, come on, that's a cheat code, man. That's like even
Yeah,
you and Lil Baby cheat code. You and Polo G is cheat code. Like all these cheat
yeah.
codes, man. It's like, come on, man. Like, I mean, the energy alone is like an explosion. Like, I mean, do you have to watch like the future? Like, you have big shows coming up. You have festivals in Europe, and you have a tour coming up. Like, I mean, you
Yeah,
saw what happened to Travis shit. Like, do you have to like really watch now or be aware of like, because your music is just like chaos.
yeah. I just feel like as a person who I am, I've always when I peep certain things in my shows, I turn off the music. Like I don't even condone fighting at my shows. Like if I see a motherfucker getting in the scuffle, or if I see somebody about to fight, I stop the music, make sure they break it up before I continue. Because anything, I feel like everything is a part of me, and I feel like everything is on my timing because I'm in control of everything. If I'm in control of the crowd to turn up, I'm in control of the crowd to turn down for certain things also. So it's always been a priority with me. And I feel like I just feel like a lot of stuff around Travis, the Travis situation is kind of sensitive and a touchy topic, but I just feel like everybody, you know what I'm saying, have their way of doing things. Nobody really want to come to no show and see anybody die. That's not nobody intentions. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not nothing to play with. So at the same time, I'm praying for the people that did lose their life, and at the same time, I'm praying for Travis also because he's going through a lot of stuff from the backlash. So, you know what I'm saying? But I've always made it a priority to make sure like my fans are safe. Even certain people pass out, they get too hot in my shows, and like security handles stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying?
So you're 19, man. Like, are you officially an adult coming from Memphis? Like, you're officially an adult, man. Like, it's a wrap. Like, I think 16 is when you were like, yo, when I was growing up, I was like, motherfucker, you 19. What do you mean you was growing up, man? That shit just fucked my head up, man. Like, this is crazy. And then, like, usually I would get like the music side, the energy of like you being excited because everybody's fucking with you, but you fuck with mental health, you fuck with like clean eating, like non-GMO, you talk about obesity, you talk about diabetes. I mean, you talk about I mean, is meditation, yoga, you fuck with all that shit too? Like, I would never expect that to come from like a kid. Like, you know, you're 19. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're a fucking kid. But that's the last thing I would get from like, you know, a kid who's successful like you. Like, you know, you have a lot of shit going on to stop and teach kids. You know what I'm saying?
I just be feeling I'm cut from a different type of cloth. And like what I always go about it, I feel like I look up to people like Pox, I look up to the people like the Nipseys, I look up to people like Bob Marley. And I always tell people, I say I'm cut from the same cloth as those cats. Like I just feel I'm cut from the same, you know what I'm saying, soul tribe with Pac and them because I just feel like it was instilled in me since I've been young to stand for something bigger than, you know what I'm saying, stand for something bigger than like what, you know what I'm saying, what might put me on. Stand for something that really, you know what I'm saying, that I won't fall for. Stand for something to where it gives you power. Stand for something that really means something to your purpose. And just like I feel like music is the platform to get it through there. And I feel like that's what God blessed me with, to be a rapper, but also use my platform to, you know what I'm saying, better the people, because I feel like it's much needed right now during this time the most. So, you know what I'm saying, I make it a priority to make sure like it's a balance between, you know what I'm saying, the shoot 'em up, bang bang shit and all that, because at the end of the day, we've done that, we lived it, and it's just all about growing with me. You know what I'm saying? I grew from that. It's nothing to really glorify. It might just sound good, and I know my audience love it. That's probably about the only reason why I do it. But as far as like anything else, it's nothing to be glorified. I reckon, you know what I'm saying, I prioritize the stuff that really help somebody.
I mean, your mom is gangster. I met your mom before. She's like the real gangster out of everything. But did you get the eating clean from her, or where'd you get that concept from? Like, because you know, kids in the hood going to Popeyes every day, going to White Castle, like, you know, you don't eat well if you're like in the hood, you know, like. But I think because of you, like companies are starting to like dwell and like put up like clean eating like situations in the hood now because of you guys. You know, like there is money in the hood. You know, kids want to pay to eat well. You know, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. It's certain things I've been realizing too. Like since this year, since I've been talking about veganism and stuff like that, I realized like Burger King, they came out with a vegan burger.
What? Yeah.
Taco Bell got a vegan, something that's vegan. I peeped Walmart and certain type of grocery stores are promoting herbal stuff like chlorophyll now and stuff like what's the other thing? Stuff like elderberry. They're promoting stuff like that now. And I feel like I sparked a big part of that because I didn't see anything of it until I started talking about certain things. And at the same time, I just feel like with them even doing that, and know what I'm saying, opening up to that is still not the route because some of the biggest stuff is still unhealthy. Like it gets so deep. Like for real, it's like it's that deep. Like the Beyond Burgers, the Impossible Burgers, it's just really like a science experiment. Some of that stuff not even really that healthy. But to just be able to provide an intro to, you know what I'm saying, veganism or intro to herbal stuff is beautiful because that's how I was introduced to it. Those like some of the first things I was eating when I first, you know what I'm saying, started my.
Well, I was talking to Nas the other day. I hung out with Nas a little bit, and then he was talking about you and how you talk about vegan stuff. And because, you know, Nas is like a nerdy stock guy, so he's looking into companies that are like going in the hood, providing like these kind of foods for not the hood, but in these urban areas, like clean and healthy foods, and buying stocks in them. Like, I don't know if I was you, your information is power. Jay-Z have proven it over and over. Everything you talk about with your followers, you can actually bring the stock up in a certain company. You should like really look into that even before you do I mean, you do it for the love, but at the end of the day, what's wrong with believing in a company and investing in that stock? So it's just random. Like it came out of nowhere from Nas. Like I was like, we were talking about Swiss Beats, like cleaning his ass, so no homo. He'd be like, he'd be putting that shit in that tube and cleaning. This is what old niggas talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like eating. The chicken is cloned like 30 times now. Nobody eats chicken no more. You don't even know what you're eating. So, but when he brought up that you talk about that, like these young kids, he's gonna like buy stocks into these new, cause y'all are talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's another that's like another $1 billion right there, man. You gotta watch how fucking influential you are. I'm just letting you know that if you don't know, get.
I need to get with Nas. I want to learn about the stock thing because that's one thing I've been trying to do because I feel like I'm a giver, so I give a lot of money out time to time, and I feel like it's nothing more. I feel like it's nothing more important than giving it into something that will grow, like watering that seed. And I'm into it. I just really don't know the basics of it. I try to get into it, but I be having so much time on my
Of
hands, bro.
course.
Yeah. But I for sure want to start like investing in different companies and stuff. I just want to be walked through it to where I just know I'm doing it the right way though. But yeah, this for sure been something that's been on my mind that you say that.
No, I'm just putting that in your ear. The jewelry game is upgraded to the fullest now. I saw the shit with Polo G, man. Remember I told you when I first met you, you could look like a pharaoh. You really look like you just came out of, you look like you just bumped out of Egypt real quick. Like the jewelry game is like, you can't fuck around no more, yo. I can't even wear that. I gotta be iced out when I interview you now, man. There's no way I was gonna fucking drink this coffee and look like a normal nigga, man. Like, explain the whole jewelry upgrade. And I'm sure you don't give a fuck about it because materialism, you left that behind. But there's a lifestyle of getting that. And when you're amongst your peers, I mean, do y'all talk about each other? Like, is it like it's not competitive, but it's like a respective, like, style or something?
It's for sure like a respective type of thing in the industry. Like you said, I didn't really care for jewelry for like 2 years. I just started buying jewelry like this year. And the only reason why is a big shout out to my boy Nicholas at Flawless Diamonds because I feel like a lot of people was getting finessed out of jewelry. I feel like it's overpriced and certain things was just, you know what I'm saying, a lot of money. It was too much and it didn't make sense to me. So I never really bought jewelry. But this year I got with my boy Nick at Flawless Diamonds and he creates a space that's very extremely comfortable with spending because he doesn't say, oh, the cost of this Cuban was 10,000, but I'm gonna sell it for 90. That's really how they're doing it. Like the cost of this Cuban is 17,000, but my name is this, so I'm gonna sell it for 100. Like really, it's only the name that really people are buying now. And me, I could care less about your name. I just want quality work, and I don't want to be overpriced, overtaxed because I'm not a duck. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting with Nick, like my boy from Flawless Diamonds, getting with him has been like a game changer because at the same time, he makes it comfortable with spending money because you would spend with him, and also on the back end, he presented me with gifts. A lot of the things that I wear be gifts, like just for appreciation, and I always appreciate him. It's just a great bond. So That's really why my jury just been elevated because of him. That's all to him.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. That is not special effects. That shit look ridiculous. That's just like, yo, I gotta call my jewelry. I'll be with my jeweler this weekend. Like, what the fuck you got going on, man? You gave me this bullshit. Look what this nigga got. I gotta play your video now, man. You know what I'm saying? So Fortnite Radio, man, they love you over there. They bump like almost all your records, man. How is it to get the game culture like down? Is it like too much for you to like handle? Like you said, you don't have time for stocks, but you're into video gaming, you're in TV shows. I mean, movies. Is it gonna lead to acting? I just want to get all this shit before you disappear.
Like I'm into all of that. I just recently sent my label some songs that's gonna be on my project December 17th that I wanted to be in certain movies, that I wanted to be in certain TV shows. It was actually a song to where a song that I wanted to be in the BMF series because I love 50 and I love what he's doing with all these TV shows he's doing. Like, dude is amazing, bro. It's really something to look up to, and it's very inspiring with what he does. And so from movies to the TV shows to gaming, I always wanted my song like on Fortnite because I felt like that was what all the kids was playing.
Yep.
And same time, I play games too. Like when I'm like I treat my time like a real balance. If I'm not rapping and I'm back home focused on my herbal stuff, like I make sure I get everything about the herbs out the way, and then at night around 10 o'clock, I make sure like I just play the game for a little bit just to feel like I'm still a kid, because I feel like I'm young, but my responsibilities is so big. Like I forget that I'm still young. Like I gotta still do shit that's like kid related sometimes. So I try to never. I always used to say when I was younger that I wanted to be older and stuff. That I wanted to be viewed older, but now as I'm getting older, I want to be more young.
Yo, you don't want to be like me and Nas, man. We're like fucking in the high 40s, man. I just took like some Pepto Bismol, you know. It's just fucked up, man. Shitting is like the ultimate like heaven when you become my age, man. You too young for that shit, man. What's the next tribute, man? You always got a tribute, man. You always do. What's the next one? Please.
Tributes is one of my favorite things to do because every song that I tribute would play the role in, you know what I'm saying, my life growing up, like from when I was yay high. Because just a certain, like I had a great musical background. My parents, they played great music around me. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, no BS. And it's just a lot of songs I even found within myself that I